Alrighty guys, so welcome back to another Roblox video. My name is of course Carboom, and today guys, I have an awesome video. We're back in Accelerate, and this game is now coming back. It closed a little while ago. It was Accelerate V4 back then, but now it's coming back as Accelerate. An entirely new game. It's super awesome, so I've got early access to it, so we're going to check it out today. Alrighty guys, so like I said, I have early access to Accelerate, this game right here. And it is a super cool car game. It is maxed out in graphics, with the cars especially. You'll see later in the video, this game I used to play all the time, and I'm so glad it's coming back. And I have early access to it, and it's coming out tomorrow. So I've had it for a little while now. I couldn't make a video on it until today. But I have every car pretty much. I have the maxed car, so we're going to be driving around in that today. So if you don't know what Accelerate V4 is, or Accelerate as it's just called now, it's a super cool open car game. It's a little bit like Ultimate Driving in terms of you drive around in quite a large map in some super fast cars, except there's no jobs in this right now. I don't know if they plan on adding jobs. They did in Accelerate V4, but we'll have to see later on when this game gets more updates. So I'm just going to spawn the best car in the game that is available right now. So here it is guys, this car is crazy. I mean, just look at it. It's super cool. I'm not 100% sure. It's apparently the Lamborghini SC18, but I'm not familiar with that car. But here it is guys, and for some reason I can't move. Alrighty guys, so we're now in the car. So taking the first look at it, we're just going to hop out here, but taking the look at this car, you can tell it's super detailed. The doors open, which I haven't seen on any other car game. The interior is absolutely crazy. It's even got the engine in the back that you can just see through the little gaps there. And it's just the best cars that I've seen in Roblox, full stop. So we can take a closer look in interior in here in first person mode. It looks just incredible. Like, there's no other Roblox game that has this amount of detail. And of course the steering wheel moves as well. So you can have a full-fledged first-person experience driving, which is something Ultimate Driving, which I'm probably going to compare Ultimate Driving to this game a lot, because it's the closest thing that this game relates to an open world driving game, which Ultimate Driving is. Ultimate Driving does not compare to this in terms of first person or the amount of detail in this, which is something really cool. There is different settings to drive in, so you can have multiple settings, or you can just have the traditional one like this. And it's so cool to be driving through this again. This map is the older map that was in Accelerate V4, and it's still not done sadly. So this map, I don't know about this map. It's very big, and it looks really cool, but it's not done yet. And it is a little bit sad. So I should say that this game will be in either alpha or beta. I'm not sure which one, but it'll cost 25 Robux. So it's not too much, but it still costs Robux just because it's in early access and they want to fix some bugs before it goes into the main release. And I think the main release is in about a month. So if you don't have Robux, you can just wait a month to play this super awesome car game. And of course, to play this awesome car game, the link will be down in the description. And when this video is coming out, you won't be able to play it yet. Like I said, it comes out tomorrow. I just have early access to it, which is super awesome. So thank you for the team for letting me have early access to this super cool car game. And I can't wait to see where they take this, because just being in this early access right here, I've seen a couple of things change, which is really cool. And I can't wait to see where they take it from here. And I'm just going to turn the sound on now to show you guys, the car noises, which these car noises are some of the best I've heard in Roblox. So right here, this is just the idle noise. It's a little purr. But when we start moving, you can hear it. You can hear it. It revs when I let go of W and press it down again. You can make the car rev while moving, which is super cool. Just like this, it has backfires just like that. And when you go full speed, you can hear the gears shifting, which is super awesome. I haven't heard anything like this. This is such a cool sound, and it's so cool. Alright, so now we have checked out the car pretty much to its full. The amazing detail, the crazy sounds of this car. I can't get over the sounds, but we're going to check out the map a little bit more now. So over here, you can definitely tell it's not done. There's a lot of empty places, some areas that don't really look finished. So hopefully they will finish the map eventually, but there's something really cool that this game, again, has something different to than any other car game. It has a sat-nav. See, some of them don't work yet, because it is in early access, but some of them do work, like, we can go to the Solo dealership, which I think is the Ford dealership. So I'm just going to find, there it is, the Solo dealership. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna head over to the Solo dealership right now. It's calculating our route to get over there, so we'll just wait for it to calculate a little bit. Okay, so sadly when it was calculating our route, it did crash. So I've rejoined the game, and hopefully this time we will be able to calculate our route. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try the Solo dealership up here. So like I said, it is in early access, so it is going to have some weird bugs. But now it's calculating our route, and hopefully it'll work. It's not crashed yet. It's taking a little while, which is super cool. It adds a little bit of realism, but there we go. We now have our route set out for us, which is super cool. It shows the little green lines on where you want to go. It would be a little bit better if they added arrows. So if you got like turned around somewhere or crashed a little bit, you know which way to be going, but that's alright, because this game, no other game does this, and it's super cool. It's a little bit different from the normal mini-map, which a lot of other games do have instead of this, and I sort of like this better, because it's a bit more realistic in terms of sat-nav. So here we go guys, we're going up onto the highway, and that was a little bit weird. Okay, we sort of glitched out a little bit, so it is an early access, so everything you see here is obviously not finished at all. There is a lot of bugs to it still, and that's why it will be costing some Robux, because they don't want to release a buggy game to the full public yet, so that's why it will cost Robux. If you have enough Robux, definitely buy it, because I think they might be giving out a special car for the early access people, so it's definitely worth a buy. I of course will be buying it when it does come out, and I'll be playing probably a lot of it. So if you want more Accelerate guys, smash that like button. Maybe we can do a playthrough of it, because I think my stats will get reset in the main game. I'm not 100% sure though, but if you want a playthrough or just more Accelerate in general, smash the like button, because this game's been with me since the start of my channel. I think it was like my second or third video on this channel, which is super cool, and now that it's coming back, it's super awesome. And this map is actually huge. Like, we've just crossed the motorway over into the second part of the map, which is across a fairly large river from the main city, and our car just flipped. Oh no. Alright, so we're just going to take this turn off here into the little town area. So this is really cool. And again, there's a lot of open spaces, so there's a lot of places where the map needs to be finished, like a lot of just random open places. But I think we are closing in on our final destination. Another thing that they could add, which would be pretty cool, is a little mile counter to say how long you've got left of your trip. But nevertheless, here we are at the Solo dealership, which we can check out. So like I said, this is a Ford dealership, as you can tell by the font and the logo. And we're just going to head into the dealership, see what cars they have here. I think they have the Mustang here. So let's just check it out. Yeah, never mind, it does not seem to be, the Solo dealership does not seem to be working, sadly, but I do have the Mustang in my inventory, so we are just going to drive this for a bit, pretend we did buy it, and let's go check out a working dealership. Let's go back to the spawn. We drove all the way here, but we're just going to drive all the way back to the spawn now, because I think that one is working. So again, we're going to calculate our trip, which is super cool. I guess we can check, there's not much to really check out in this little town. It's literally just a little town area, and it looks really cool though. It's got some awesome little buildings. I just noticed the roads seem pretty cool. The lines seem very realistic, which is super cool to see, with some realistic road lines. But nevertheless, that was a bit weird. Our car's like in the ground. Oh my gosh, that's really weird. We can sort of drive, but nevertheless, there we go. We flip back over. So I'm going to drive all the way over to the dealership, see what the dealership UI and how it works, and I'll meet you over there. Alrighty guys, so we are arriving back at the main city now, and something that caught my eye, which is pretty cool, I think that's the temperature of the engine. I don't know, I could be wrong, because when I was speeding along that highway at max speed, it seemed to get up to 91 degrees, which it's fairly hot, and then it went back down when I sort of slowed down a bit. Like now, I'm not going as fast, and it's sort of switching between 90 degrees and 91. So I'm not sure if that's the engine temperature, or I don't know. I don't know fully what that is. It seems like it could be the engine temperature because that would make the most sense. Another thing, indicators on the Mustang are super cool. They're animated because they have, of course, 3 lights back here. So it's really cool to see them animated like that. So that is really awesome. But I think this is the main dealership. Yes, it is. So this is where we spawned at. And this is the used car dealership, which is where you will buy your starter car and where all the slowest cars are bought. But we're going to head in here and we're going to see how the dealership works. Okay, so this is the used car dealership. Right now, I think they're all jumbled up in here because there's a McLaren in here and a Ferrari. So they're not all in their separate dealership yet by the looks of things. But when we click on them, it brings up a little picture right here of what the car will look like when you can purchase it. That is really cool. It also has a little bar of how fast it is. It doesn't give the exact speed, which is a little bit sad, and cash per stud, which is the measurements of how far you're traveling. But in this case, I'm using miles, so it's just cash per mile basically. And that is really cool. You can see how much cars make and how fast they go. So this one, I think this is the most expensive one, the 60 million Ferrari, which also gets you a lot of cash per stud, but not that fast. So we're just going to purchase this, because why not? Because we had a ton of money, and this car is super cool. I'm not a big fan of classics, but still, this car looks so cool inside. It's looking like really old-fashioned, which is super cool. And yeah, that's so cool. And of course, the door's still open on these. All the cars' doors open, and you have to open them to get in, which is so cool to see. I mean, I've missed this game. The Accelerate used to be a massive game in my heart anyway, because I used to play this all the time. I used to be #1 on Accelerate back in the day, and without Accelerate, this channel might not exist. So Accelerate has a very special place in my heart, and I'm so glad to see it's coming back. So that's super awesome. So I probably will do a couple more videos on this if you guys want that. And hopefully you do, because this game, it's so cool. It has so much potential because the cars are just so crazy to look at. They're the best in Roblox that I've seen anyway. Because just the interior, like look at this interior guys, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The map sort of right now is letting it down a little bit of how unfinished it is. It is a cool looking map, especially in the city centre, but just everywhere else where it's got nothing there, it's sadly letting it down just a little bit. So hopefully the map will be completed soon, and it'll be cool to see where they take this game. So I'm gonna end this video off here. Go check it out when this video comes out. Well, when you can, which will be Thursday, so tomorrow when this video comes out. It'll cost 25 Robux, so not too much, and in a month it will be free. So check it out in the link in the description below, and I hope you did enjoy. So thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy, if you did like this video, smash a like and subscribe, turn on notifications, because why not? I do a ton of car games, and if you're watching this video and like this and you've got this far, you probably like car games, so why not subscribe and get that notified when I upload. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.